This is my C63 S AMG, and today we're gonna go for a little POV drive in this thing because I don't know if I'm gonna keep it that much longer. It's kind of frustrating me. So it's on the chopping block, but before I make any rash decisions, let's go ahead and check this thing out and try to love it. But I mean, it does red bucket seats, you know, bi-turbo V8, you know, murdered out Batmobile. It's pretty fire. But let me give you guys a quick little startup on this thing. I have a microphone over there. Hopefully it's working and you get a good listen at this thing. But we're just gonna go for a drive. Check this thing out. POV, you can buy an old Mercedes-Benz. Anyways, ready? Push button. I had to swap it down to Sport Plus right away, otherwise it wouldn't make the nice burble noise. But it does look pretty nice in here. This is definitely my favorite part of the AMG, but wow. Okay, we got active lane keep, lane assist, active brake assist, blind spot not working. Okay, no big deal, just clear through those. But my favorite thing about this car is definitely the interior. It's really got that going for it for sure. Like if you look at a BMW from the same year, it's pretty ass, I'm not even gonna lie. And the sound system's nice in here. I mean, the red bucket seats just speak for themselves, so there's not much to complain about this car as far as interior. It does have a nice, really cool panoramic roof also, but I can't use mine unfortunately because it broke. Bruh. So I don't get to enjoy that, but it is no big deal really. Who cares? But it has a little clock in here. It's been a nice daily driver slash like weekend car. I don't know, I kind of use it a lot, so it was my daily driver for a while. And honestly, it's my daily driver right now because I'm scared to drive the S-Class, but let's go ahead and make sure that there's nothing behind this car. So that way I don't run it over when I pull it out. Let me see. See? I would have been cooked. All right, let's get this thing out of the garage now and check it out one last time before we get out of here. But yeah, this car is something, man. It was fun while I owned it, but we're coming up on 80,000 miles now, and I don't know. I mean, we just rolled over 70,000 miles, but I definitely wouldn't want to keep this car up to 80,000 miles. So realistically, I'm thinking that this car has less than a year with me because I'm gonna sell it before it hits 80,000 miles is basically what I'm saying. But let me give you a little outside POV of this car because it really is, it looked good. You know, I do like how this car looks 100%. It gives me Batman to the max. And it is a fun car. So there's a lot of nice things to say about this car, but also there's a lot of things that make me just want to sell this thing ASAP. In the looks category, it's definitely hitting the mark for sure. I've never walked away from this car and not been like super stoked to look at it. Sometimes I'll just be staring at it and just like be looking back at it and then stare, and then I come outside and just look at it. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's a good feeling. I did have a front lip on it, but I made an bruh. So there's no more front lip on this car. It looked way more aggressive, but honestly it was almost too big and aggressive. It looks more low key, you know, blended in with the traffic. You know, this is a nicer C300 basically, so gotta own it. We got the updated badges on this thing too. Like this is technically a 2026 badge. The AMG from this generation did not run those badges. They were just like all solid. But since I'm a freaking pimp, I went ahead and got the ones with the red outline and just kind of made it a little more stealthy, you know? I really hate these wheels, but if I'm selling this car soon, I'm not buying new wheels. Are you kidding me? Even them Alibaba wheels that I got for the S-Class are cooked. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing on the road. I don't know where we're going. I guess we could, there's no really curvy roads, but honestly, I don't even want to take this thing on curvy roads. I'm trying to be on some chill shit right now. But yeah, let's go ahead and get out of here and do a little drive. Let's get it, man. Look at that, now you'll even get a second start. So sometimes the little hack is, because if you just start the car off rip, it'll be in comfort mode. So that makes it mad quiet. So you want to put the accessory mode on, and then you want to click it down, accessory mode. And then you're clicking this button right here, click it down to Sport Plus, baby. And then roll the window down a little bit. Here, listen to this startup. Oh, didn't even start.
But what the hell, but?
Fuck. What the hell? That's what I'm talking about, man. There we go. Yeah, so you actually just have to hold the button apparently. Anyways, the driving experience with this car is pretty good for the value. I mean, this is like a $40,000 car these days, so it's it's reasonably obtainable, I would say. But where's my garage door opener? Come on. Don't y'all hate it when your garage door opener just, I swear this thing never works. But honestly, the crazy thing is this car definitely sounds the best when it's cold. Like if I were to rev it right now, it would sound nutty, but that's probably not the best idea. So I'm just gonna go ahead and be real chill about it. It's got the 360 cam too, which is low-key clutch. I don't know, if you've never had a car with 360 cam, you have no idea what you're missing out on. Bunch of bikers here at the park, nice. There's literally like a biker gang around here, a bunch of e-scooters. That's so cool, good for them, you know? Oh, little pops. I don't know if the mic's gonna pick that up, I hope it does, but it sounds pretty sick. Just scooting around. Scooting around. Oh shit, there's some kids playing basketball, I should chill. Watch, they're gonna say rev it. I guarantee you they're gonna say rev it. Ready? 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 Nah, they didn't even look. They don't give a fuck. Those kids low-key hustled me the other day. They came to my door and asked for money for like some fundraiser. I was like, you know what, man? I respect the hustle. Here's $4. Go ahead and get you some real nice. Oh yeah. See, that's not even like quarter throttle, and this thing's pretty fun. But I don't know. It's hard to tell what cops look like out here because they all have these Tahoes and they just blend in with regular traffic so well. And I'm really just trying not to get another case right now. But I don't know if there's any good places to really go scooting and boating unless I go to Mexico. So actually, yeah, let's go ahead and go to Mexico right now. That'd be fun. The rest of this video will be filmed in Mexico for the record. So don't even worry about it. Something in the road shiny here. I'm gonna go around that. Because sometimes I'd be trusting the stuff on the road and be like, nah, I could go over that, no problem. And then I go over it and it literally sounds like a bomb went off. So not ideal. Come on, check the blinds. Hopefully they don't move into this lane. Come on. I love when this car shifts. It sounds so good. It does a little toot, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying. It sounds good though. I'm rocking with it. A little toot never hurt nobody. But yeah, if you're thinking about getting one of these W205, C63, I mean, honestly, great car. Love it. For the price, you really can't get much in that category that I think is as good as this. It's not like the fastest car ever, but it'll move. Like, it'll get out of its own way for sure. You know, you can't be mad at that. You just on some chill shit at the end of the day. But yeah, it's fun. Hopefully my hand was blocking the speed there, so I don't have to edit that later. But what was I saying? Yeah, if you're thinking about getting these if you think about getting one of these W205 C63 S's, I would just be warned that, like, if your budget for a car is only $40,000 and you're like stretching your budget to get this, you're gonna be in some pain because this stuff has stuff going wrong with it all the time, and getting parts at Mercedes is not cheap. They're like not cheap at all. So that's really the main thing. And it's like the upkeep, the maintenance, the wear items. Like, that's the stuff that be getting you, like the brake pads, the rotors. I mean, if you get the carbon ceramics, you probably don't need to replace them, but if you're not rocking the full spec, you just got the regular Brembos, you know, them rotors cost some bands for one of them, you know what I'm saying? So you got to really be ready and budget the maintenance on this car. You know, what they say is true. And honestly, upkeeping this thing can be real expensive. Mind you, I pimped this car out on Turo, so strangers are just beating the hell out of it. And honestly, allegedly I be beating the hell out of it too, but that could be part of the reason. But I know other AMG drivers and they have similar experiences, similar failure points. Like, it's a thing with these for sure. They definitely just cost more money to own. You have to be ready for that. So realistically, if you're stretching your budget, get a $40,000 car. Should you get an AMG that's fucking, I don't know, what is this, 9 years old at this point? Should you be getting a 9-year-old AMG? Probably not. But if you can afford, like, say your real budget for a vehicle is more like 50 to 60,000, and you just factor in the maintenance that you have to do yearly, you know, maybe it makes some sense at that point. You gotta understand that the AMG come with a level of upkeep and a level of draining your wallet a little bit. Now, most cars are like this, I would say. Like, I just write this off as regular maintenance, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a car, whatever, it gets used, it has stuff that goes bad, I don't need to spend money on it. Like, for me, I don't even feel guilty about it. I just accept that that's a fact of life. Just like how I accept the fact that gas is so expensive now. I don't even think or care about the gas prices, for real. I'm just like, okay, it's not like I'm not gonna get gas, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not like I'm not gonna get a little Batmobile race car. So come on, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, should we give this thing beans one more time, or should we just wrap it up with that? I don't know, that was just a little, I told you it was just some chill shit, so I hope you didn't expect it to be some overly the top crazy stuff, because that's not what I'm about, you know? I'm just trying to be real cool with it. Let me know your thoughts of the C63 S AMG. Would you ever own one? Have you owned one, and what was your experience? Because I'm telling you, for me, I've had this thing about a year now, and I'll go fully in detail about everything that has gone wrong with this car and what it was like to own it over the whole year if you want. If you want to see a video like that, really going in depth after like a 1 year ownership with this car, I can do that. I can make a full detailed video, why this car is good, why this car is bad, what I had to spend to own this car. If you want to hear it, if you want to watch something like that, just let me know in the comments. For now, I forgot where I was going with that. We got the biker gang pulling up on us again. See what I'm saying? They really run this block. Then he got the trike on. Come on, stop playing. They are not bullshitting. Forget what I was saying, but something about this car, I can go into detail if you want it, but on a surface level thing, let me know how you like this car. Would you ever own one? Have you owned one? What was your experience? Because I'm really interested to know. Maybe I just got a lemon. This could just be a lemon at the end of the day, like that happens, but I don't know. The stuff that has gone wrong with this car is not lemon activities, I wouldn't say. I give this car a rating. If I was put on a tier list, let me really think about that. Let's hop out for the one time too. If I was to put this car on a tier list, what would I rank it? Maybe a C+. If we're talking like full picture total value type thing, actually no, I'll give it B- for total value. I'll give it B- for total value. I'll give it just a regular A for looks. And then for like performance, I'll give it like an A also. Reliability, man, I would say D tier, because it's mostly just regular maintenance, but the stuff is, the thing is, it's like the regular maintenance costs money. That's what I'm saying. It's like nothing crazy, like this engine hasn't blown, knock on, shit, I just jinxed it. Knock on carbon fiber. Nothing catastrophic has really happened with this car, except for one thing, and it did cost me a lot of money right in the beginning of this car. Like, as soon as I got it, it had this problem, and I low-key got scammed by auction. So if you want to see a story time on that and how auction scammed me for this car, I literally had to spend $7,000 fixing this car, and they only gave me $2,400 to fix it. So I was really in the negative with that. Mind you, I could have shipped the car all the way back to Georgia, but why would I do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, the car was already shipped out here, and they were giving me the runaround for a while. It was a headache to buy this car, honestly. Buying cars out of state from an auction is like top 10 worst things ever. Anywho, yeah, something costs a lot. It was $7,000 off rip with this car. D- tier for reliability is generous in my opinion, but I'll leave it at that for now. This was a look at my 2017 Mercedes-Benz C63 S AMG. Make sure you get the whole thing on the title. You can't forget the AMG, can't forget the S, you know, all that. So you gotta present it how it's supposed to be. But yeah, this is like a $40,000 Batmobile, and it looked good. So appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you like the video, subscribe for more, and let me know if you want to see more videos on this car, 1 year ownership, and getting into the details on why this car costed me $7,000 in repairs as soon as I bought it. See ya. Actually, I lied. It wouldn't be a proper car video if we didn't end the video with some revs. So let me put my microphone, start the car, and give you some revs in this thing so you can hear that V8 bi-turbo. This thing sounds like a Jaguar or something of that nature. It gives me cat vibes. Bruh. All right, that's enough before the neighbors hate me any more than they do already. See you in the next video.